Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us during our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
In NCAA Division II, student-athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student-athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student-athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
Talk. Welcome to Home Team Sports, coming to you live from Shenandoah Junction, West Virginia, for tonight's contest between the visiting Hedgesville Eagles and your Jefferson Cougars. This is Jeremy Adkins. I'm joined tonight by my co-host Chris Troxel. Chris, let's get right into it. Give me some keys to the game for Jefferson to take away a victory tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out how Jefferson's pressure works against this experienced Eagles squad loaded with seniors.
Six seniors, led by Cam Wilkes and Elijah King.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Cougars can force some turnovers and what points they can capitalize off those turnovers. So that's going to be a big key.
Hedgesville's got a lot of depth. They can go deep on that bench.
Yeah, they sure do. And the Cougars of late have had some really good help off the bench, and with Moses Talley and Connor Johnson.
Roper.
Yeah, Roper, as a starter, he's really, really solid.
Several of those bench players had big games last week when we were here for the game against Martinsburg.
Yeah, Isaiah Fritz, Moses Talley, and Colin Johnson have been playing really, really well off the bench. And as of late, I feel like the Cougars are just starting to roll. They've, played a really tough schedule. They're 6-3, but they're a much better team than 6-3. So I think they kind of have like a chip on their shoulder, but they're really starting to roll right now. So I think both teams are really in a good position to win this game. It's just really going to come down to execution and the poise under the pressure.
Both teams come in ranked in the top 10 in the state of West Virginia's 4A boys division. Hedgesville's 10-2. Two losses coming when they took a trip down to Miami and played some very tough competition.
Yeah, they were in a really tough tournament down there in Miami, but just like Jefferson, they're going to use that experience to help them along the way. So it's really good to see teams in this area getting outside their comfort zone, especially early on in the season.
One thing I'm looking for tonight is Wyatt Shively's size down low. Hedgesville doesn't exactly have anybody as big as him. Jackson Ruiz, he can get busy down there. He had an excellent game against Martinsburg, as well as Steph Barclay against his former team. But if Wyatt can move him around down in the paint.
Yeah, for sure. We all know that Jefferson loves to shoot the three ball. They kind of hang their hat on that. It's almost like a live and die by the three, but if they can get some, solid contribution inside from Wyatt Shively, they're almost really, really tough to stop.
Both teams need to stay out of foul trouble tonight, too. Looks like our officiating crew's over there getting ready themselves. Wonder how tight they're going to call the game tonight, or if they're going to let them run and play.
Yep, that's also a big key in every game, how the referees officiate it. Do they let some stuff go? Are they going to call it tight? That's going to be a big key, especially with Jefferson, the way they like to play and then pressure the ball.
Speaking of getting out and running, if you would watch Juwan's Chalk Talk with Coach Church today, he spoke about his own team taking long threes and creating long rebounds, which in his eyes are just as bad as a turnover.
Yeah, he talked about live ball turnovers and, taking those long three attempts, which can lead to, transition buckets.
Well, Hedgesville can shoot. Baldouch, Wilkes.
For sure. Yeah, they got some guys that can score the ball, and then you got Barclay, who's just, an athlete. He can play inside out.
He's having a great season since coming over to Hedgesville.
Yeah, he has.
Quick nugget from my son. Steph's actually getting recruited by Potomac State. And Coach Streets was at the Martinsburg game last week checking him out.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, more Eastern Panhandle kids going to college to play ball is all I'm looking to see, regardless of where they go. That's what this is all about. Cougar Cage is starting to fill up. We got the upper deck rolled out. That's where we're at tonight. Got a little bit of space, nice and comfortable. Do miss being down in the crowd a little bit. The electricity.
Yeah, we're not far from it. We're just right behind all the fans, the spectators.
Right behind Hedgesville's bench. I wonder what we're going to get to see tonight.
Going to see a lot of Kelly Church coaching.
You know, one thing I've noticed is, and again, back to the chalk talk, Coach Church says he runs his team like a college program, and if you look down there right now, he has 4 assistant coaches. Chris Ruesk, Kyle Van Meter, Matt Faircloth, and Alex Shanholtz.
Yeah, and I encourage everyone to watch that Chalk Talk episode. It was really, really good. It's a little lengthy, but it's well worth the watch, and he spoke highly of his assistants, one that's been with him for, I believe, the entire time he's been at Hedgesville for 25 years. So
that's Chris Ruest. And we're going to take you to a commercial break, and we're going to talk more about that when we come back. Home Team Sports.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us on our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Kyle Van Meter, Alex Shanholzer, and Zane Cogan. And now, for the starters, for the Cougars, number 0, Jaden Gladney. Number 10, Tamari Jenkins. Number 11, Tay Roper. Number 20, Will Shively. And number 45, the Cougars are coached by Richard Lewis. He's assisted by Tommy Murray and William Fleming. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Jefferson High School Airport Junior ROTC Color Guard in the playing of our national anthem. And please remain standing at the conclusion of the anthem until the colors depart the floor.
Thank you, Jefferson High School Honor Guard. So Chris, getting back to tonight's game. So getting back to tonight's game before we go out to tip-off, I think we're going to be in for a barn burner, Chris.
Yeah, this is poised to be a really, really good one. This is the game of the week. Relies off some turnovers. You know, points off turnovers is going to be really key for them. 3-point percentage, and for the Eagles, it's going to be about can they withstand that pressure and then get into their set once they get across half court, run their offense, and shoot a high percentage.
Well, Jefferson's going to get out and try to run, and I know Hedgesville's going to try to slow things down and keep it in a half-court set, try to protect the ball. Barclay and Shively going to jump, and we are underway.
We got the Eagles in their retro powder blue-ish, UCLA-ish uniforms. Jefferson in the home white.
I kind of like those.
Yeah.
And Wilkes from deep.
Yep, opens up the game with a 3. They're wasting no time on offense.
Shively from long, off the mark. Nice hustle by Jenkins. Wyatt down low, back to Jamari.
Second chance.
Long 2, good.
Second chances are going to be a big key as well. Both teams are quick to the ball. Anytime you can get a second chance on offense is a big key.
30 seconds into the game and both teams are on the board. Long pass by Balduke to King. Off the mark. Steph with the putback.
There you go, another second chance opportunity, offensive rebound.
Hedgesville is really enjoying Barclay's athleticism this year.
For sure, he's really grown as a player, physically and mentally.
Absolutely, he's thriving over there in Coach Church's system. Long 3 by Wyatt, off the back of the iron. Wilkes with the rebound, he's going to bring it up. Brings it across half court.
As you see, Jefferson pressuring the ball right at half.
Ooh, could have been a travel, I think. King looking to penetrate, out to Balduch.
Too easy.
7-2 Hedgesville.
Coach Lewis can't be happy about that. That definitely was too easy.
Roper from 3. Good.
Shot. I saw him warming up, hitting some three-pointers, and that's a really good sign for the Cougars.
They needed that. Gets them back in the game. Wilkes to the basket. Shively cuts him off. Takes it back out, pulls up from the corner. No good.
Gladney pushes back the other way.
They got King on Gladney, and they're trying not to let Gladney get the ball.
Play a little bit, looks like.
Nice pass to Wyatt Shively. Jamari Jenkins keeping his head up, going through the lane.
Ties the game up at 7.
What it looks like now is Hedgesville's basically face guarding JG with Elijah King. Hedgesville in a 2-3 zone, gets the ball underneath to Jackson Ruess, good for 2. Notice Ruess is missing his trademark ponytail that he had last time I saw him play. New look for college, maybe. Wyatt trying to get to the basket. Long 3 from Gladney. Off the mark. Balduch up with the rebound. Him and Shively go to the ground.
This is what we knew we'd see.
Got a scrum for the ball. Coach Lewis trying to call a timeout. It looks like he finally got the referee's attention.
Yep, this is the game we expected right here.
A feisty scrum already in the first quarter.
Yep, high scoring.
Got a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout called by Jefferson. Their first.
Looks like this could be a track meet.
And one thing I noticed sitting behind Hedgesville's bench that I haven't ever really noticed before is Coach Ruest is actually drawing up the plays in the huddle.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's been with Coach Church a long time, but that shows a lot of trust.
For sure.
Ruest actually was coaching the team by himself last year when Hedgesville went into Martinsburg the first game and essentially dismantled them and blew them out. I believe it was actually his first win as a head coach, so to come against a heated rival, big deal.
Yeah, when you trust your assistant, as a head coach, you can focus on one side of the ball.
Yeah, Coach Church does have a deep staff. Back underway. Will looking to get by King. Jenkins with Barclay on him. Jenkins gets to the basket and scores.
That's a good sign for Jefferson that they're able to get some paint touches and score out of that.
Wilkes underneath the Ruest. That's good.
Hedgesville answers right back, says we can do the same thing.
11-9. Hedgesville. Shively from the corner.
Nice pass there.
Gets his own rebound. Ooh.
They're letting them play.
They are definitely letting them play.
Still haven't seen a referee blow his whistle.
Long
yet.
three. Got it. Cam Wilkes has always been a shooter, but
he has.
The last 2 years he's been over at Hedgesville, he's gotten a lot of length and bulked himself up a little bit, and now he can really get to the basket and finish.
He's a strong young man.
This decision by Hedgesville to guard Jenkins with Barclay might play a big role in the game tonight. Steph's got a lot of length over Jamari.
Yeah, that last time there they had Wilkes on him. Again, length.
Ruest, wide open three. Off the mark.
Hedgesville not afraid to take an
even
early shot if they're wide open.
Even they got centers out there shooting from the three-point line. Jenkins, oh.
Nice take, just couldn't finish. It's going to be our first whistle of the game.
It's going to be on Wyatt Shively. He's going to pick up his first.
Yeah, and you mentioned that early on in the broadcast. Can Wyatt stay out of foul trouble? They bring in Moses Talley quickly off the bench.
Kylan Johnson getting some speed on the floor.
Kylan as well, yep.
King with the ball just across half court. Got Balduke over in the corner. Ooh, nice move.
Good pump
fake.
fake.
Short pull up two. Off the mark.
Good pump fake got Will Shively off his feet. I feel like that's something they need to get going for the Cougars as well. He should get off to a quick start, get him involved early.
He's had some slow starts recently.
They're just like that.
Going to go to the line, try to get three the hard way. You know, Will, he took a hard foul against Martinsburg and looked to me in the hallway after the game that his front tooth was hanging halfway out, so I'm not sure if that's still bothering him. Wow.
So shot no good. They're going
to pick up a charge on Shively. Long football pass to Barclay. He's a former wide receiver. Runs it down, back to Wilkes.
That's a Coach Church team right there.
Oh! Ruest with the putback.
Nice follow.
That's some athleticism I haven't seen out of him.
That was one thing I was going to ask you about the charges for Coach Church. How many charges would Hedgesville take tonight? There's one already. I was going to say over under 5. I'd probably take the over.
I'm going to take the over, too. Balduke over to Barclay. By Johnson. Finishes and one.
Touch. Nice finish. Way to drift to the side to avoid the charge. And nice touch to finish at the end there. It's going to the line for another one.
Hedgesville coming out the gates like a thoroughbred across the street at the racetrack.
Coming out really strong, doubling up Jefferson already, 18-9.
And we talked before the game, and I don't know if either one of us expected this.
No, I didn't.
I expected a closer game or maybe even the other way around.
For sure. Hedgesville looking really poised.
Very poised.
Running their sets well, not afraid to take an early shot if they're wide open.
This first quarter is shaping up to be the EPAC showdown everybody said it was going to be.
Yeah, this is the game that everyone hoped it would be for sure.
Just don't want to see Hedgesville run away with this thing this early. Coach Church down in the huddle with his team.
Probably letting him know, hey, we're up 9. We don't need any quick shots. Let's just run the offense. I'm sure he's got a couple of guys sitting down there that he doesn't mind if they pull it if they're open.
Oh, everybody on that floor right now from that starting lineup from Hedgesville is a very good three-point shooter. Hedgesville does not post their stats on Max Prep. I assume after getting to meet Coach Church tonight and talk with him for 15 minutes, that's probably a personal philosophy more about team than individual.
Yeah, he's big on scouting, so he's probably trying to keep as much stuff in-house as possible.
Absolutely. Jeff misses his three-point play attempt. Jamari with the ball. Working the ball around the top of the arc. Screen for Jenkins. Oh,
pass just a little too strong.
Had him wide open off his hands. Cam Wilkes running point for the Eagles right now. Got Fritz out on him.
Yep.
Ruesk handling the ball. Don't necessarily know if Coach Church wants that out that high all the time.
Moses Talley applying some really good ball pressure there. Fritz, as you know, he's really, really good on the ball.
Screen for Ruesk, back to King. Oh, passed up a three in the corner. Gonna hit King with a charge on the spin move.
Kylan Johnson picking that one up there.
We're on the other end. We're on the other end of the floor from that, but it looked like that could have went either way.
Yeah, for sure.
Looked like Buck Hoffmaster on the call.
I think it was Kylan's feet. He had his feet really squared up. Almost looked like he was standing on the, 1 foot on the baseline. That's what you teach.
Got Wyatt Shively checking back into the game. Hedgesville has very quickly doubled up Jefferson. 18-9 Eagles lead. I know the Eagles expected a big game. They brought their cheerleaders with them tonight. Don't necessarily see this in an early season matchup.
Offensive rebound by Wyatt Shively. That's a big putback, a big second chance opportunity right there.
Brings the crowd into the game a little bit. Jefferson really needs to get the crowd into the game.
Yeah, and they usually do that with that three ball, and it hasn't been falling yet.
Long corner from Balduch. His release has gotten a lot faster the last couple years. Caught him with the travel. And we got through about 7 minutes without a lot of whistles.
Right.
Damon Cook's going to check into the game at center, another senior for Coach Kelly Church.
Elijah King setting up the offense.
King to Cook.
Running some very similar action that the Cougars run.
Long three by King.
Wyatt with the rebound.
Jenkins trying to get the ball to the rack.
Yeah, nothing there on that secondary break.
Long three by Johnson.
Three balls yet to really fall for Jefferson.
Nice rebound by the smallest man on the floor.
Yeah, they're quick to the ball.
Jamari slipped when he tried to pull up from that elbow.
Nice spin move. No foul. Wow. Looked like some contact there.
Loose ball. Will open in the corner. Fritz with the rebound. To Wyatt Shively to Jenkins. NBA three at the buzzer. Good!
Great awareness there.
And with that three, Home Team Sports is going to take you a word from our sponsors.
Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Back live from the Junction. Chris Troxel and Jeremy Adkins bringing you this barn burner of a contest between the Eagles and the Cougars.
Yeah, that was an exciting first quarter.
It was a nice fit. Jefferson put on a charge at the end of the first quarter and got to within 4 points. That was a huge three by Jenkins, as now they get possession of the ball again.
Yep, only down 4. They were down 9.
Turnaround jumper by Will.
And I think that's going to be Wyatt Shively's second foul.
Ooh.
Wyatt Shively, over second foul.
That's not good for Jefferson if he's going to have to go to the bench. When Wyatt came back in off the bench, they started to get it together and play more like the Jefferson Cougars I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, Will Shively taking it to the basket there. Good finish, but being really aggressive on offense, and that's a good sign for the Cougars.
I noticed Church has got Ruess doing a lot of movement trying to get Wyatt away from the basket so they can get Wilkes and King on the drives.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely good scouting. Jenkins from 3 off the mark. Wyatt up with the rebound for 2.
Nice touch. Isaiah Fritz able to keep that loose ball alive and sort of tapped it over to Wyatt.
And the crowd has gotten into the game. Jefferson within 2. Looks like we're going to have a call on the floor. Looks like that's going to be on Fritz.
It's going to be 5 team fouls for the Cougars, with a lot of time left to play in this first half.
Looks like Jenkins is going to get a break. Fritz is going to come out the game. Looks like we got Jaden Gladney back in the game with Tyshawn Roper, Moses Talley, Will Shively, and
Kylan Johnson.
Kylan Johnson.
Yep.
Steph Barclay with control of the ball.
It's going to be tough for
Ooh.
Will. Another offensive foul. And that's Kylan Johnson again, taking that charge. That was close.
Wow, that's one of Barclay's favorite moves, and
yeah,
he can fly to the basket.
Kylan was wise to be there in help position. It's going to be tough for Will to stay in front of Barclay. Kylan, player of the game against Washington with 18 points and 10 steals. Probably one of the best players in the state to be coming off the bench. It's nice to have him coming off the bench. It's definitely a luxury.
Cam Wilkes with the steal. Over to King. King fumbles the pass, gets by Roper. Roper tries to back tag him. King's going to pick up the foul on that one.
Looks like that foul's going to be on, and that is Will Shively on the reach.
And as the game heats up, I believe Coach Church is heating up.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely gets into the game. Wilkes from the corner. He got it.
Wilkes from deep.
He got it. That's the last thing that Jefferson needs is Cameron Wilkes to get hot from deep. Kylan Johnson running the point. Big thing so far, Chris. I don't think Jaden Gladney's in the box score yet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Another turnover there.
Oh,
just some miscommunication.
Thought we might have a highlight reel Steph Barclay dunk. That young man can definitely get up.
He sure
nice
can.
move by Wilkes.
Baseline drive.
Gets to the rack. Good finish. And Hedgesville stretches it back out. 23-16.
Timeout, Jefferson.
Looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout. Coach Richard Lewis gathering the troops back up.
Live ball turnovers really hurting the Cougars right now.
Well, we talked before the game, Chris. We thought Hedgesville may have started less for traveling down to Miami with kind of a weak schedule.
Yeah.
I think they might be a little bit better than we thought.
I think so, yeah, definitely. They're definitely ready to play. I figured both teams would be sort of in this, their mid-season form, ready to take on anyone, and Hedgesville looks a little bit better.
Yet another challenge for our Jefferson Cougars, who have taken on all comers this year, playing the #1 ranked team in the state, Morgantown, and a very strong private school locally out of Hagerstown, St. Maria Goretti.
Yeah, they've played a really tough schedule.
That'll come in handy when they go down to Charleston.
Definitely, absolutely.
Because right now, I believe we're watching the two teams who are going to be going to Charleston. Good hands by King. Gets the ball out to Wilkes. He's in transition. Decides to pull it back out. Long three. Got him.
Says, give me all three of these.
Cam's dad boats the coach over at South Middle, and so far when he comes home to watch this broadcast on our YouTube page, I think he's going to be impressed by what he's seen from his son.
There was no timeout. I thought there was a timeout called.
Thought we had a timeout called.
Thought Coach Church called a timeout after that bucket, but the referees just blew the whistle to stop play so they could fix the net.
Coach Church was out there talking to Hoffmaster.
Eagles really capitalizing on these Jefferson turnovers.
And that's what Hedgesville was worried about. Moses Talley with the ball in the corner to Jenkins. Nice shot by Jenkins, but just off the mark.
Jefferson going cold here to start this second quarter.
Hedgesville out to its largest lead of the game, 26-16.
Ooh. Barclay looked like he had a lane there, but he pulled it out.
Wilkes and Barclay are the hot hands so far for Hedgesville. That one won't fall for Wilkes. Jenkins with the rebound to Shively. Back to Jenkins. Getting out and running a little bit. Jenkins. Moses Talley off the mark. Really like to see Jefferson figure out a way to get Gladney involved in this game.
Yeah, for sure. He needs some more touches.
You got a lot of players on that Jefferson team who you can consider heart and soul players of the team, but as showed when they played Martinsburg last week, that team goes the way that Gladney goes most of the time.
Definitely. He's an inside-out threat, plays really well defensively, whether on ball or just
King
team
with
defense.
Looking for the long step back three, didn't take it. Gladney steals the ball from Wilkes. There we go.
Good for two. That's a spark that the Cougars desperately needed right now.
Well, if you notice, it looked like Hedgesville was starting to go into a holding the ball, we're going to make you engage tactic that they're known for, and Jaden with a nice snatch.
Nice spin move.
Wilkes to the basket.
Nice finish. Wilkes is on fire here in this first
Cam's
half.
having a game. 28-18 Hedgesville.
Cam Wilkes' confidence right now has got to be on 1,000.
Gladney with a nice pass to Shively. Jump stop, got
stop.
the layup.
Finished with the left in traffic.
Could have got the foul. King with the ball across the timeline. He's working against Jenkins. Kicks it out to Barclay. Off the mark.
Nice rebound.
Rebound by Balduch.
They're going to say that attempt tipped out of bounds by Jefferson. It's going to stay Hedgesville basketball. I don't know about that one.
Christian Balduch is known for his three-point ability, but he's also a scrappy player.
He is, and he's an all-around player, really. He can handle it, he can pass it. He's got a high IQ.
Added a lot of upper body strength over the offseason, too.
He's strong as well. Cougars cut this lead to 8.
King from the corner stretches it to 11.
Elijah King, a player that's never lacked confidence.
That play by Balduch coming up big.
Absolutely.
Kept the ball in Hedgesville possession. Nice block by Ruiz. Ball's going to stay with the Cougars, and Jenkins is down. Getting some help up from his teammates. This is going to be a test of Coach Lewis's coaching ability.
Hedgesville had a hand on that, and it just slipped out. So they'll stay.
Shively down low on King. Going to get King for the block. And with that, it looks like we're going to have a substitution for the Eagles.
This is what I thought Will Shively had to do. He really had to take advantage of his strength, not just rely on his perimeter shooting. He's going inside, getting himself to the free throw line. There's plenty of other guys on the team, that can knock down that three. No one quite his size and strength besides his brother. First one no good, 11-point lead for the Eagles.
Tay Wilmer is going to check into the game. Elijah King is going to take a breather after getting called for the foul.
Yep, that's 2 on Elijah.
Second one's good. 10-point lead for Hedgesville.
There's that pressure. No problem for the Eagles.
Getting the ball into Wilkes' hand, working against Jenkins.
Steal
Got the ball to Ruiz.
Inside out.
Had several open shots, couldn't decide who was going to take it.
A lot of patience being shown by the Eagles.
Nice drive and bucket from Wilkes.
Cam Wilkes again. Eagles really smart, not settling for those perimeter shots. They're taking it right to the basket. Floater on the way, no good.
Barclay with the ball to Wilkes. Just a minute 30 to go here in the first half from Shenandoah Junction. Saved by Ruiz. Steal by Wilkes.
Wilkes on the floor doing everything.
Looks like Coach Church gets the timeout.
Great hustle.
Hustle play, scrappy basketball.
He was amongst like 3 other Cougars. He's the only one on the floor.
This has been a great game so far, Chris.
It has been.
Everything I expected.
Yeah, this definitely lived up to the hype. I'm sure everyone outside of Hedgesville is a little surprised at how well they're playing.
They are playing great.
They are.
But they came ready to play. I don't think they were excited last year getting sent home from sectionals by Martinsburg in their own gym.
No, not at all.
Hedgesville had a good team last year to begin with, adding Cameron Wilkes. They got Elijah King back this year and added Steph Barclay.
Yep.
Your other players got a year older.
Yeah, they've just gotten better.
And you've got a couple players on Hedgesville's bench, too, that could be starters. Damon Cook was a starter last year. He went to the bench earlier in the season in place of Barclay in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Church looking for that athleticism to go along with the shooting ability and basketball IQ of his other players.
Just over a minute left in this first half.
Wilmer gets the ball to Barclay.
Eagles showing a lot of patience here on offense.
It's like we got Chet Gore in the game for the first time. Thought later tonight we might see a little bit of Chet Gore against Quincy Pittsnoggle.
I'm sure
yes,
we will.
His dad is that Kevin Pittsnoggle.
Yep. Got a lot of length just like his dad.
Junior center. Gladney guarded by Wilkes. Balduch out on him. Gladney looked for the long 3. To the corner for Gore. Off the mark. Gladney with the rebound.
Hedgesville really hedging hard.
30 seconds to go in the first half.
To deny those 3-pointers.
Jefferson crowd getting into it.
15 seconds.
As I look around the crowd, there's a veritable who's who of youth, middle and high school basketball from the Eastern Panhandle in the stands tonight. Gladney with the step back 3.
Off the mark.
Just missed at the buzzer. And King comes out to greet Wilkes. 33-21. Hedgesville is going to take the lead into halftime, and Home Team Sports is going to take you to a word from our sponsors.
The JHS varsity cheer team are your 2022 EPAC champions. Your 2022 regional champions.
It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us on our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to Jefferson High School. Chris, what did we see?
That was the first half. That was a great first half. Hedgesville was on fire, especially Cam Wilkes. He couldn't miss from outside, inside. He was on the floor diving for every loose ball.
Cam's having a heck of a game. Elijah King's having a heck of a game.
Defensively, they're having a heck of a game.
Ruess getting into the action.
I'm pretty sure Jefferson's only hit one three-pointer in that first half. I think it was Tayshawn Roper. His three attempt was the only one that's
Jamari had the buzzer beater.
He had the buzzer beater. You're right.
At the end of the first quarter, but
you're right.
Just interested to see what Coach Lewis talked to his team about and what he's going to change, and see if we can get the Cougars back in this game and make it an exciting finish. Coach Church came out with a heck of a game plan.
Yeah, he did, and in that second quarter with a comfortable lead, they kind of took their time. They were really patient. They weren't taking the first good shot. They passed it around a few times and got a great shot. Sometimes it was a drive to the basket.
They're definitely playing the kind of basketball that they want to play.
Yeah, they're playing with just the utmost confidence that, you'd love to see your team play with. And executing at a very high level.
Jefferson is flat. Gladney's not in the game like he normally is.
Yeah, Will Shively's been really aggressive, but Jaden Gladney needs to get some more touches and get going.
Jefferson just needs to bring some energy. Hedgesville started the game with tons of it.
They did, and the pressure is not bothering this experienced Hedgesville Eagles team at all.
Looks like both teams are going to come back out with their starting lineups. Ruess, turnaround scoop. Gladney with the rebound. Pull up three. Got him.
Bang.
That's what Jefferson needed to start out the third quarter, Chris.
Yep. That's exactly what we talked about during the break. Strong move to the basket.
Nice block. Oh, got him with the travel.
I think he came back down. Wasn't enough contact to call a jump ball. He came back down with the ball in his hands.
I think that was a solid call by the official.
Yeah, definitely.
Jenkins, Shively, Roper. Ruess with the quick hands again. Two from the elbow, got it. Wow. Jefferson needs to really protect that ball. They're down by 11. Can't trade buckets here.
Everyone contributing right now for the Eagles. And they're making Jefferson work for every shot attempt.
Shively working, couldn't get it up. Balduch needs an outlet pass, gets it to King. Collapsing on King, he's going to pull the ball out. And
smart move.
Long pass to Cam Wilkes. Cam patient to Ruest, up and
nice
under good.
Footwork. Nice step around finish.
Hedgesville is bringing a lot of teamwork tonight.
Wow, yeah, they're firing on all cylinders right now. Extending that lead to 13.
We all thought Jefferson was going to be the class of the EPAC coming into the season, and Hedgesville's looking to prove everybody wrong.
Nice block inside.
Roper with the rebound to Wyatt Shively. Drive up and good. Long outlet from Wilkes to King. Barclay wide open underneath.
Jefferson not getting back on defense. Definitely can't let that happen when you're trying to claw back into this game. Ooh. Another foul, number 10. Ruiz is playing amazing. I mean, right there to start the second half. They inbounds the ball to him in the backcourt, and he takes it all the way into the basket.
He's gotten nothing but better and better since the beginning of last season. Was a starting quarterback on the football team.
Okay.
Actually went out of a game with an injury, came back in, and his backup quarterback threw the game-winning touchdown to him on the last play of the game.
Wow.
I believe that was to beat Spring Mills.
That's pretty amazing. It's like, okay, coach, I'm good to go back in the game. All right, we need you to catch this touchdown pass.
When I read about that happening, it was mind-boggling. Gladney jump stop, nice move, but he can't finish. King with the rebound, out and running.
Errant turnover there.
Nice outlet to Roper. Barclay pins him against the backboard.
Great defense by Barclay.
Got to account for their length and athleticism. Balduch, long three.
And that's almost like a free throw. He was so wide open.
13-point lead for the Eagles. Jefferson bringing the ball across half court. Jenkins to the rack. The ball is just not falling for Jefferson tonight.
No, not at all. And Hedgesville's defense is just not allowing Jefferson to get started. Cougars looking to set something up here up top.
Jenkins with the three off the mark. West with the rebound. Out to Wilkes.
You can just see the bounce in Hedgesville's step.
King for three, got him. (42-26) Hedgesville.
Gladney. From Gladney.
Shively got his own rebound and made it.
Second effort good. Cougars showing some fight. Still a lot of game left to be played.
You know what I'm noticing? And again, back to the Coach Church Chalk Talk. Coach Church talked about when he's coached different places with different styles of players that he didn't exactly coach the type of basketball that he sometimes gets chastised for.
Yeah.
All season, I've been talking to everybody. Will he let them run? Because he's got the kids that can do it tonight. He's letting them do it.
He sure is. He's got some really talented players, two-way players at that, and he's letting them play. But they're making some smart decisions on their own that when they don't see that lane, they're going ahead and pulling the ball out, running their offense, taking their time, and kind of allowing that guy that has a hot hand to go to work.
Ruest at the line. Johnson's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Cougars.
Kylan Johnson in the game.
Gladney Got it.
Long two is good. Cuts the lead to 12.
Baldouch, pull up two. Got his own rebound.
Rebound.
Steal by Jenkins.
Great effort. Jamari saves it from going out of bounds, but it goes right back to the Eagles.
King for three. Way off the mark. Baldouch with the rebound. He's off. It's like we're going to have a foul on the Cougars.
And you hate that when you're down and you're trying to come back and the other team just gets second and third chance. It's really disheartening.
The Cougars need to start to turn it up. They're down by 12. Wow, he's a really high percentage free throw shooter. I'm surprised to see him miss that one. Got the back end.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Christian came down one-on-one against Jamari, pulled a quick shot. They were able to get the loose ball, kick it out. King with a quick three. Coach Church is letting them play. Letting his guys play even with a 13-point lead.
You don't want to slack off against the Cougars.
Yeah, that's probably a good rule of thumb. It's just,
shooters like Shively and Jenkins.
When you're rolling, just
Johnson,
keep rolling.
Gladney. You slack off them, they could get back in the ball game real quick.
You're right. Mari gets the switch, but he kicks it out up top to Kylan.
Johnson off the mark from three.
Jefferson can't buy a bucket from deep.
All the long rebounds are falling Hedgesville's way tonight.
Yeah.
Hedgesville is going to look to.
Hedgesville running their motion offense. Take some time off the clock. And like, if you listen to the Chalk Talk, like Coach Church mentioned, he was at States, had to use some clock and sit on the ball. He had three of his best players in foul trouble, and said he did it for one quarter, and then he gets this stigma. He said in the second half they scored like 50 points.
He did it for one quarter down there, but I've seen him do it quite a few times in my lifetime. I've also seen Coach Dave Rogers from Martinsburg do it to him.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you can do it, do it. Sometimes you got to do it out of necessity.
They're not going to come out and engage you on defense.
That's right. Another foul call. Moses Talley. That's his third.
Looks like Will Shively's going to check back into the game for his brother Wyatt.
Still a lot of game to be played. Jefferson's only down 11.
Hedgesville is going to look to work the ball around and use that clock like we just talked about.
Yep, they really spread that offense out. They're looking for something backdoor. They're trying to get behind the defense right there. Good patience.
Hedgesville is playing their game.
Man, they're firing on all cylinders. It's really fun to watch, actually.
It's amazing basketball when it's done right.
For sure.
The defense chant from the Cougar crowd. I'm sorry, from the Hedgesville crowd.
Will for three off the back iron.
Cook with the ball across half court, gets it to King. Over to Ruest. Back into the hands of Cam Wilkes. Step back three. Man, again. It's been the story of the night, Cameron Wilkes.
He's still hot. Still smoldering from that first half.
Stretches it back out to a 16-point lead.
And he really hadn't touched the ball that much in this third quarter.
No, he hasn't. Gladney up and under, can't finish. Cook with the rebound. Wilkes to King. Pull up from three, off the mark. Gladney with the rebound, splits the defenders.
And referee's going to call a foul on that reach.
And that's Cam's first foul, just his first foul of the night.
Wow, impressive. Impressive for as hard as he's played.
I've seen him play some great games, but this might be the greatest one.
For sure. Coach Church not mad about that foul to thwart that transition opportunity.
Under 30 to play here in the third quarter. Gladney, 3 from corner, missed it. Rebound to Shively, missed it. Looks like we're going to have a foul call.
Number 4.
Call is going to be on Damon Cook.
Neither team in foul trouble. 3 each.
Coach Church up 16, still stalking the sideline.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing that he still has the energy after all these years. That just shows how passionate he is about the game.
Speaking of energy, I believe we have only seen 7 different players for the Eagles tonight. Well-conditioned team.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing we know about Jefferson. If you want to get minutes at Jefferson, you got to be in great condition. And Hedgesville is matching that
missed
condition.
the floater.
He from 3/4 is no good.
At the end of the third, 48-33, the Ville. Home Team Sports with a word from our sponsors.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
We're back, Home Team Sports, bringing you this matchup between the Hedgesville Eagles and the Jefferson Cougars. I think we were expecting to see a little bit closer of a game. Hedgesville's pulled away in the third quarter, Chris.
Yeah, they didn't let up in that third quarter. They came out with that same intensity. Didn't skip a beat there.
Jefferson's got 8 minutes to erase a 15-point deficit.
It's going to be really tough. Jefferson's got to get going as soon as possible. Three attempt, no good. Offensive rebound up and good by Roper. Jefferson really needed a bucket on this first possession. Steal attempt, no good by Will. Great contest by Wyatt.
Put back by Ruiz.
Man, he's had a heck of a game.
Yes, he has. This is going to open a lot of people's eyes in the state.
For sure. And I mean, each of these guys have had a heck of a game for the Eagles.
I've felt Hedgesville was ranked a little bit too low all season. I think next Monday we're definitely going to see them take a jump in the rankings.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wilkes across half court. Back to Ruiz. King was trailing. Ruiz with the hard drive, fouled by Shively.
Yeah, Hedgesville came in with a really good record of, what, 10-2?
10-2.
For the doubters, they're showing that they're well deserving of that 10-2 record.
Well, they had 2 tough games down in Miami. Took 2 pretty bad losses, and none of us were able to see the teams they played against. So
yeah, we just saw the score.
Just saw the score.
Looked pretty
hard
lopsided.
to gauge.
Yeah.
Jackson Ruiz puts the Eagles up by 16. Jefferson's Needs some points on this possession. Jenkins looking to get the ball to the rack, tries to lob it to Shively.
Great defense there by Barclay again.
Wilkes brings the ball across half court.
Stephon, always known as a really
King
good
long
defensive
from
player.
3. Off the mark. Gladney out in transition, pull up 3. Got him.
Good shot.
Just what the doctor ordered. Just what the doctor ordered.
Referee stops play just to fix the net. Resume in action. Jefferson with that press.
Coach Church in the referee's ear with a 13-point lead.
Oh, yeah. He's all the way on the baseline.
Wilkes, long 3. Finally misses.
Yeah. I feel like that's his first miss of the whole game.
First one since the first quarter, at least. Gladney.
Oh.
Roper. Rebound, Wilkes out to Barclay. Barclay finishes.
Great finish.
We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 53-38 Eagles.
Great finish by Stephon. Stephon, you know, when he first started playing basketball, was more of a defensive specialist. He's really expanded his game offensively. That's a really tough shot in transition there, especially with someone athletic like Tayshawn Roper chasing you down. Got a little bit more length than Tayshawn, but still, that's a tough shot.
Yeah, this transition,
really nice finish.
Transition over to Hedgesville has been very good for him.
Yeah, definitely. Hedgesville just clicking on in every aspect, offensively and defensively, and Jefferson just can't even almost get out of their own way.
I would love to be able to hear what our floor cam person, Shalinka's picking up in the Jefferson huddle right now.
Number 1, Coach Lewis has got to be saying, we got to get back on defense.
Down by 15, but he's remained awfully calm the whole game.
Yeah, you don't see Coach Lewis get too upset. He stays, you know, even keel. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Stays even keel throughout the games. Probably telling his guys, hey, it is what it is. We got to dig ourselves out of this hole.
Coach Church over there questioning Buck Hoffmaster about the rule book.
He says, hey, ref, while I got you here.
Jenkins over with Gladney. Gladney pulls up, tries to draw the foul. Got it.
Ooh.
Got it. A 4-point play is just what Jefferson needs.
Yeah.
Gladney's going to go to the line, try to bring his team back within 12. That was a very nice NB-esque play.
Yeah, for sure. If he can capitalize on this 4-point play on this free throw here,
Cougars
cut the
need
lead
it
at
bad.
12. Yeah. This will be really big. This is the shot in the arm that they need.
The last thing Hedgesville needs is Jaden Gladney to get hot in this fourth quarter.
He has parking lot range.
Ooh.
Wow. That looked like good defense. That looked like good defense.
Don't want to see those here at this juncture of the game from Jefferson. Fritz is going to check in for Shively.
We talked about that early on in the broadcast. How are the referees going to let him play, or are they going to call it tight? That's Wyatt's 4th foul with a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, Wyatt's going to have to spend some time on the bench.
Good look
Barclay
inside.
with the finish.
That's just really good coaching. You know, teaching your players to get behind the defense.
Long off the mark. Steph Barclay with the rebound. Gets the ball over to West.
If you've coached at any level, you implore your team, your players to every once in a while get behind the defense. Stephon did a great job there on that last possession.
Hedgesville definitely trying to pass the ball around and run some clock
Good
out.
look inside. Good
ball
recovery.
into Wilkes. Finishes close to the rim.
Roper with the rebound. Transition.
Good finish by
Gladney. Great finish. Could have been an and one right there.
Jefferson needs one of their players to take control of the team and be the go-to guy in this fourth quarter to get them back in the game. They've had a rough go of it in the first 3.
Yeah, it looks like Gladney's like Let's go.
Hedgesville is definitely going to work the ball around. Errant pass by King. Don't think he expected Barclay to leave so early.
And this is where that conditioning comes into play. If you want to get time at Jefferson, you've got to be in.
And crazy as it is, that's really the first mental error Hedgesville's made all night.
Yeah.
Played about a perfect basketball game as you could play.
Yeah, let's see if the Eagles can finish strong here. They definitely don't want to commit any mental mistakes.
Gladney from the corner. Missed it.
Wow, Wyatt really
Shively with the rebound.
Wow. Nice finish.
Cuts the lead to 10. Coach Lewis is going to let Wyatt play with 4 fouls.
Almost have to.
Think that's a good decision.
Yeah, you almost have to. And there's a turnover. It's going to go back to Jefferson.
He paused there for a second. That had me worried.
Yeah.
Jefferson.
This is where that conditioning comes into play. You not only condition your body, you're conditioning your mind for these moments. When the game is late.
Good call, Coach Troxel.
Yeah.
Gladney underneath. Oh, just misses. Gladney gets his own rebound. He's going to go to the foul line, though. Now Jefferson's starting to work the ball around with great efficiency and success.
They are. They're executing at a very high level right now. That timeout by Richard Lewis just a few minutes ago. He had to have telling his guys that, hey, look, there's still a lot of time in this game. It's going to come down to execution.
Gladney hits the first. Looking to bring his team within 8.
I feel like Gladney's kind of like, hey.
Oh, he's silky smooth.
I got this. All these players very familiar with one another, playing either together or against each other on the travel circuit.
Steal by Wyatt Shively. Finished by Gladney. He got it. 55-49. Cougars down by 6. Coach Church has to call a timeout, and that brings the Cougar cage to its feet.
Wow.
Let's go, Jay High.
Great defense there by Jefferson. Able to keep the ball in bounds and take it the other way for the finish. Just great execution.
And just like the game got away from Jefferson in the second and third quarter, it looks like it's getting away from Hedgesville now. I think we need a dagger from Cam Wilkes to propel them back in the other direction.
Absolutely. Coach Church has got to be going over a set to get an easy bucket to stop this Jefferson run.
I can't imagine how livid he would be on the bus ride home if they somehow managed to let this game slip away after playing 20-plus minutes of A-plus basketball. Yeah. But we've seen some crazy finishes here in the EPAC over the years.
We have. And when you're a high-powered offense like Jefferson, you're never out of the game.
Just needed one of the big 3 to get hot.
Yep,
big 3 scores, that is.
Yeah. First half, they were really looking to go to Will Shively and run the offense through him. And now in this fourth quarter especially, they've been going through number 0,
JG. JG.
Yep.
Here we go. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Fans are really getting into it. You can hear the chants of defense.
Shively knocks the ball away from King and into Coach Church.
Yep. Hopefully Coach Church is all right.
Ooh. Coach Church looks like he took a rough tumble.
Yeah. Wyatt is not a small guy whatsoever. He said great hustle. He loves the hustle.
Oh,
he loves
man.
The hustle. Coach Church loves the game of basketball. He loves to see the hustle.
I felt indifferent about that man until earlier today.
For sure.
The longer the day has gone on, the more and more I've warmed up to the man.
No doubt. If you're a fan of basketball, especially in this EPAN, definitely check out the Chalk Talk episode.
I was held aback by the fact that he talked to me for 15 minutes before the JV game. I would have never expected.
He's completely different off the court.
I just never would have expected a coach to want to talk to just a guy off the street, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Who does a little bit of broadcasting before the biggest game of his year. And
yeah, he's very down to earth. He's actually very. He's the complete opposite.
You're very much correct, Chris. Of course, I got a chance to talk with Coach Lewis last week and Coach Fleming before the girls' varsity game, and got to talk to Coach Lewis and Fleming for about 15 minutes and enjoyed my conversation.
No call.
Wilkes tries to get to the rack. He will get that one, and that's why it's 5th foul.
I don't know. That looked good.
No.
That looked like good defense.
Oh, no. Think they gave that one to Hedgesville for the lick Coach Church took?
Possibly, yeah.
Trading fouls.
Yeah,
man.
There was a lot of contact, but that looked like, what you teach players is to go up high and get the ball. Don't reach over, just reach up. That's going to be it for Wyatt Shively. His night is done with 2:29 left in this fourth quarter. Cam Wilkes with the hot hand all night, going to the line.
First one.
First one, no good.
Lead has been cut to 6.
Second one good. Jaden Gladney imploring the fans to get loud. 2:20 remaining.
Gets the ball to Roper, looking for Gladney in the corner, over to Jenkins.
It's got to be coming Gladney's
Jenkins
way.
looking to break up. Gladney gets
Euros,
by Wilkes.
yep.
Can't quite finish. Balduch with the rebound. Balduch has been quiet on the offensive end, but he's been a force on the defensive end tonight.
For sure. Roper loses a shoe. Euro step.
Barclay with the finish.
Like I said, has really, really become a polished offensive player.
58-49. Hedgesville still leading here in Shenandoah Junction. Just a little under 2 minutes to play.
Great footwork there by Stefan.
Could end up being a very important bucket on the night, Chris.
Yeah. A big
Gladney open.
And then a
doesn't take the three. Will for Shively for 3. Off the mark. Wilkes gets a rebound.
Doing it all.
Big rebound for Wilkes.
Handling that pressure too. He can handle the rock. It's not just a shooter.
Gets the ball over to King.
Using his frame to his advantage. Going inside.
Shively with the rebound. Minute 22 left to go. Going to need a quick basket from the Cougars.
Still a lot of time.
Jenkins, deep 3.
In and out. Tally with the offensive rebound.
Kylan Johnson gets it.
Tough bucket. Absorbs the contact and is still able to finish. Strong off of 2. Kylan Johnson goes to the line for potentially 3 the hard way.
Very important free throw.
Man, this has been an exciting fourth quarter.
Yes, it has. This is the game I was expecting all day. Drains the free throw.
Moses Talley has a seat. Looks like they got Isaiah Fritz in there. Isaiah Fritz off the bench.
6-point game with 1:08 left.
The defensive energizer.
Hedgesville breaks the press. King in the open floor. Over and under. Ruiz with the finish.
Wow, big tip.
Second time he's done that tonight. Up and under. Good.
Bucket.
Jenkins comes alive here late in the game.
Jenkins nearly clotheslined and still managed to finish. Tough bucket. Cuts the lead to 6. free throw.
Gets the free throw, complete the three-point play.
Just under a minute remaining. Cougars applying that deny pressure.
Ruess gets the ball across half court.
Oh,
nice
man.
pass to Balduch. Can't finish. Barclay with the putback.
Tip, man. Second chance opportunities, and Church is going to get a timeout.
62-55 Hedgesville.
Wow.
Coach Church always quick to call a timeout in a situation where his team may have been undermanned down the floor.
Right, gives his team a chance to take, catch their breath, get back on defense. And it's just such a bonus to have your center being able to handle the ball like that under pressure and then deliver a nice backdoor bounce pass to Balduch for a potential bucket. Missed the layup, but Stephon Barclay there to clean up the mess and get the 2 points. Like we've said all night, I mean, the Eagles have been firing on all cylinders. It hasn't just been one or two guys. It's been like every player having an outstanding game.
Yeah, their starting five's having a strong night.
But the man definitely leading the way is number 3, Cam Wilkes.
Elijah King's going to pick up Jenkins. Nope, he's going to switch off to Shively.
Dribble handoff.
Gladney in the corner, can't get it there with the steal. Football pass to Balduch. That might be the ball game, Chris.
I think that's the dagger. That's the nail right there.
Jenkins from 3.
They were looking
can't
for that
hit.
player.
Gladney, step back 3. Off the mark. Balduch with the rebound. 2 huge plays in a row for Christian Balduch.
They were looking for the flare to the corner for JG. And thanks to that scouting by the Hedgesville coaching staff, they knew that play was coming. Jumped the passing lane and got that steal at the most crucial time.
Jackson Ruesk having a heck of a game on both ends of the floor.
Yes, he is.
Making shots, getting rebounds, putbacks, bringing the ball up the floor in crucial moments of the game, breaking the press.
He has poised on both ends.
It's going to be a tough selection for player of the game tonight, Chris.
For sure. Yeah, do you give it to Stephon? Do you give it to Cameron Wilkes?
Could be Ruess.
Could be Ruess. Man. I'd have to probably give the edge to Cam Wilkes because he was just simply in fuego in that first half.
Yeah, he put Jefferson away in the first half all by himself.
Yeah.
Foul on the floor. 64-55, 9.7 seconds left to go, and it looks like the Musselman-Appleman varsity basketball team was here doing some scouting of their own, filing out the gym.
Yep, a lot of people heading to the exits.
Coach Church having a few words with Elijah King.
You got a technical.
Oh, that's why.
Technical foul on number 2.
Yeah, Coach Church doesn't want to see his player pick up a call like that late in the game. Elijah's been having a great season.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely keeping his cool on the court.
Yeah, this is the time of the game when players start to chirp extra loud, things get chippy, and don't need to see that. Don't want that to happen.
Again, we talked earlier, but you got a couple kids on both teams that played on the same AAU team, and I can tell you, even though that's your buddy during the summer, that makes it a heated rivalry during the winter.
Oh yeah, when you're playing for your school, it's something else. Foul shots are good, extends that lead to 11. Just under 10 seconds. Jamari's going to shoot the technical free throws. Off on the first. Makes the second. That'll pretty much do it. Hedgesville's going to not just walk away with a W. They came in here and took a W.
From Jenkins from three. Looks like Balducci is going to hold the ball, and we're going to call it a game.
Great job by both teams.
Hedgesville with a stunner coming into Jefferson High School and walking away with a 10-point lead.
No doubt, on the road.
Front runner for one of the 2 state championship berths in the state. We're going to take you to a commercial break and come back with our Petty Pest Control Player of the Game.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to Home Team Sports here live at Jefferson High School. Jeremy Adkins here with our Petty Pest Management Player of the Game, Cameron Wilkes. Cam, known you a long time. Every time I see you on the court, you keep getting better and better. You've added some length and some bulk to your body, and man, you led your team to a heck of a victory. What did it feel like to come in here and take away this and basically put yourself on top of the EPAC?
Well, last year, they got us a couple times, but we knew we had to come in slow this game because they like to run fast. So we knew we had to control the pace, and we would come out with it.
Cam, I didn't feel like you could miss in the second and third quarter. That was fire, man. But when you get hot, you get hot.
Right.
So how you feeling about Friday night against Spring Mills, man?
Oh, we're ready. We're going to get back in the lab tomorrow, go over their stuff, and prepare for Friday.
Yeah, one thing I noticed tonight, your coaches, man, they can put together a game plan and a scouting report.
Yeah.
You played the style of basketball that at the beginning of the year I hope to see your team play.
Right.
Because you got some players that can get out and run.
Yep.
I just didn't know if Coach Church was going to let you guys do that, and y'all did it tonight, and it was a very exciting game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You got anything left to tell our viewers at home?
No, sir.
Going out of here?
Let's go Eagles.
All right, man. I got to give a shout-out to your pop boat, too.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cam, for giving us some time. And tell Coach Church thank you for letting you come up and speak with us tonight.
Thank you.
Now get out of here and go celebrate, my man. Yeah. An interview. I'm here with assistant coach Kyle Van Meter. Kyle, you've been at this a long time. I've watched you from working at the rec center to coaching middle school basketball to working your way up to freshman, and now you're sitting on the bench with Coach Church.
Yes, sir.
One thing I told Cam before the game, man, you guys, your scouting report, man, you put together a heck of a game plan tonight. You blitzed them. I don't think anybody expected that.
No, tonight we scout really hard. I mean, we have film, like everybody's coming out watching film on different people. I can tell you, last week I was sick all week. I didn't go to practice at all, so all I did was sit at home and watch film on any team in this area.
I think that might have helped tonight, Kyle.
It was great. I can tell you like what their players do, their tendencies. Sometimes I feel like I'm able to know it better than their tendencies at times just from the film we watch. But I think that's what helps us, and sometimes it helps us too much because we just got to let our kids play at times. But tonight it worked out, and hopefully it continues to work that way going forward.
That was one thing before the season. You guys have some players, and you have some players like in the amount that you haven't had in a long time. And I was curious to see how you were going to let them play, but Coach Church was nice enough to give us 40 minutes of his time on a Chalk Talk earlier, and I learned a lot about Coach Church and his and insights to how he does things, and he came out with something a lot different than I expected tonight.
Yeah, no, tonight he's a great mind. I mean, I'm honored to be able to sit and listen to him and learn from him every single day. And so when he comes up with something, it's me just taking it all in and learning from him. And tonight was one of those things. Like, the game plan he came up with, I would have never thought of this. And so this is one of those things just to take in and learn day in and day out.
Yeah, you guys got a nice little coaching tree to learn from over there for you.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
And I know you definitely want to become a head coach one day yourself, I'm sure.
Yes, that's the goal. It's one day, hopefully. But right now, I'm just taking it step by step, learning what I can when I can, and hopefully getting better at it each day.
Real quick before I let you go, we've talked a lot about Cam. I talked to Cam. Tell me about Jackson Ruiz, because he was almost my player of the game, because that's just unexpected. The last 3-4 games, he's come out of nowhere.
Jackson's been great. I've coached Jackson since he was in 6th grade when I started at the middle school. When I started coaching Jackson, he was a little point guard. He was a guy that would bring the ball up the court, and he would try really hard on the defensive end and then make a mistake that was just so out there on the offensive end that you wanted to take him out, and then he'd run back, take a charge, or run back and get a deflection that you couldn't take him off the court. And to watch the growth that he's had this year, it's just awesome. Like, I haven't seen that growth in a kid that plays 3 sports. He's a starting quarterback for the football team.
He's the quarterback who caught a game-winning touchdown pass against Spring Mills after he came back in the game injured.
Yep, and so it's just crazy to see that. But it's awesome to watch these kids grow, especially from a young age. Like watching your son and watching these, it's awesome to see these kids.
Yeah, I got to see Jackson play twice last year against my son at Martinsburg, and I thought he was a hustle player. He's added a lot of skill this year. But, Kyle, I'm going to let you get down to the locker room and celebrate this big win with your team, man. And
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming up here and giving me some of your time. And
yes, sir.
Please tell Coach Church I said thank you for letting Cam come up here and speak with us.
I will.
Didn't know if that was exactly going to be his style, but I really appreciate it because, again, I've known Cam since he was a little kid.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle, man.
Thank you, guys.
See you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for joining us this evening on Home Team Sports. I want to thank my producer, Harry, my floor cam, Shalinka, my main cam, Kevin, stat keeper, Jay, and Coach Chris Troxel for joining me on a broadcast. With that being said, we'll see you guys next week.